to apologize for Sam's comment back there. Guy engages his mouth before his brain sometimes.
It's okay. I'm just a little oversensitive right now.
We all are. Maybe he was planning for a really long camping trip. Or that he was
Kept a lot of batteries for the flashlights.
You had night terrors as a kid, right?
Did Billy tell you that?
Yeah. For a while, it was all he could talk about. In fact, it's the reason that him and Sam and I met. We all had them.
What?
It's crazy, huh? See, we all got really close freshman year, but it was only later that Billy told us he had sought us out. He was obsessed back then.
And what about lately?
He'd come to me recently a few times, babbling about how we share the same problem, how we need to stay in the light. I guess I should have taken it more seriously, but I was so used to Billy acting crazy, you know? It never occurred to me that the same thing could happen to us.
See, like David Chappelle said, don't be so dismissive and use the word crazy. People ain't crazy. You can't say more than half the world is crazy if they experiencing the same things. And some of them already know, like children are smart. Some of them already know that if their family is a certain way, they're going to be deemed as crazy and they're going to be considered the black sheep. Who really wants to be the black sheep except for the black sheep? And then the black sheep sometimes don't even really know that they really need to want to be the black sheep because you're divinely guided and protected.
You are the string of days collected like tiny silver beads and counted before sleeping.
Mm, mm, mm. Then that shit was gone. It's time to go. I knew I seen the fucking man's face. Oh my mama. She looking all in that garden like that.
Are you drunk?
For intoxicated. Come on, I'm just having a couple of drinks. Shh. What's with all the hostility?
I had an accident.
What?
On the way home, I had an accident.
Or are you hurt?
No.
Okay. Tell me what happened.
I was driving out in the middle of nowhere, and I thought something ran out in front of me, so I had to slam on the brakes, and I nearly went off the road.
Did you hit to something?
I don't know. I don't think so. I thought I saw...
And then they say, oh, when you don't know because you don't see shit laying in the road, and the way she's answering, it makes it seem like she could be delusional, but she's not. Something actually fucking hit her car, right? I swear.
I'm just not exactly sure what happened.
Okay. Well, was it an animal?
I don't think so.
Okay. So what'd you hit, an alien?
I should have known. I should have known.
Okay, hey.
No, I should have known that
What
you
do
were
you
just
want me
in
to
front
say?
of me. I don't know. I don't know, okay? I just know that something scared me. I've got my defense the day after tomorrow, and I just don't need to come home and find you getting wasted with your idiot roommates.
Look, let me tell you what I've been up to. There was a 13-car pileup on the 80 last night. So for the past 24 hours, I've been cutting dead people out of their cars. There's a difference between what you've been through and what I've been through. Yours is in there.
Damn.
Mine's out here.
We got to stop comparison to our traumas. We've got to stop doing that. And be more compassionate to each other's traumas, because although they may not be exactly the same, doesn't mean one is more dire than the other, because they are all our own individual traumatizing experience when it comes to things like that. That's what I learned about my right ass Annie. You don't know what I've been through, bitch. Guess what? What I went through was my experience, and what you went through was your experience. I'm not saying my experience is better than yours, but bitch, it was my trauma. Who said to make it about you?
Don't get confused about which is which.
Confusion. Then he walked off his side.
Billy must have been writing in this diary since childhood, so we thought you might want to take a look at it. Maybe you can make more sense out of it than we could.
It's pretty deranged stuff. Like this. Look. I saw them again beneath my window in the alley. Always in darkness and shadow. Where do they come from? Could it be that darkness is their way in and out of our world? Origins, incubus, bringers of nightmares, grindles lurking in the darkness. Can only assume that light is my savior. Maybe it's all in my head, the insane nightmare of a schizo.
You don't seem surprised by any of this.
It's a lot like the stuff he talked about the night he died. It's not too surprising that he would write about it, too.
No, I guess not. It's just that... Well, we're wondering if...
What?
If you've had any recent night terrors.
Yeah. Actually, I have.
Us too. Ever since Billy killed himself, I've had this uneasy feeling. You know, like I'm being watched or something. I mean, I'm 24 years old, and I walk into a dark room now, and it's like I'm 5 again.
Come on, you guys. We've all been through an extremely traumatic experience. It's only natural that certain uncomfortable feelings would be stirred up.
You don't remember
Remember what?
how powerful those feelings were.
What do you mean?
When I was 5, I watched my sister drown in a lake where we used to spend our summers. Right after I started to suffer from these terrible night terrors. There was one particularly bad night. I woke up screaming my head off. My parents finally managed to get me back to sleep. And a couple of hours later, my mother came back to check on me, and I was gone. I looked everywhere. In the attic, in the basement, all over the house. My mother was hysterical. She thought I'd been kidnapped or I'd run off or who knows what. Then my father went into the backyard, and he heard a noise in the doghouse of all places. He stooped down, looked in, and there I was, huddled in the back. Naturally, he reached in, and that's when I stabbed him in the eye with a kitchen knife. I was convinced he wasn't my father, that he was some kind of demon coming for me. I was absolutely sure of it. I haven't had that feeling since I was a kid, but I have it now. And so does Sam, and we thought you might too.
Yeah, she beat her boyfriend like get your ass away from me. No. It's not funny. But this shit really does happen to people. And it's crazy. It's not so fun. And the rabbit got the gun. Let's see what this motherfucker say. It's a therapist.
It certainly does sound like a night terror. It's not unheard of in adults,
But really quite abnormal.
yes, that's right. Night terrors can be part of normal childhood development, but I have found that the most violent and persistent cases occur in children who have suffered profound emotional trauma. If I recall, you came to see me shortly after your father took his own life. Isn't that right?
Yes.
So, your recent night terror could possibly have been triggered by an increase in stress or fatigue. Am I far off?
No.
See, this is the thing. From the shit that been taught in the books to diagnose, like I told my counselor now. I said I need somebody that can do hypnotherapy. Hypnotherapy will do me some justice. You know what I mean? Can go into the memories that are suppressed and things like this. So you guys will know that these things that I have really truly experienced. Because other than that, they'll say, "Oh, what's happened lately? What have you been under some severe stress?" Let me tell you something. After you go through a spiritual awakening, and you have many spiritual awakenings, before you even realize you are spiritually awakening, right? What time is it? Okay, yeah, and it's my bedtime because I said I was gonna lay down and take a nap, but that didn't happen. So they can, say, "Oh, well, you're just suffering from this major event. This person killed herself, but they were trying to warn you about something that was happening. It was, they were crazy and they were on medication. So now you have to deal with it and take a pill and deal with it some other highway. And that's just that. It's because your friend blew his head off in front of you. Excuse my language, but this is things like the spiritual things that I've experienced thus far. Somebody doing that in front of me, it wouldn't faze me. No, it wouldn't faze me. Mm-mm. And that's the sad thing about it in some type of way. It's not that I'm not empathetic to it. It's just that, it's sad though that those things happen to people, and people eventually take those type of things and they, not even they so-called by the book people can fucking help this type of spiritual thing. They're not prepared for it. And then a lot of them are fucking shapeshifters. So it's like, hell no. It's like, shit, it's hard to find somebody to trust in that type of way to be able to really heal. And you, first and foremost, got to want to heal. And got to want to make the progress. The person has to want it. But if the person really wants it and is searching for it, like I was, call myself searching for it. Let me go heal. Fuck it. Shit. Maybe there is something wrong with me. To find out it wasn't shit wrong with me. And like the old girl said, she was like, I could have swore he was a demon. And it probably was his shadow side. Shit. Like, and a lot of that shit happens, like I said, with my sister that I was raised up with. She was possessed and demonic and evil. And crazy, all the manipulative tactics and ways you don't understand sometimes how people, but then it's just a long thing of learning generational curses and mannerisms and actions and ways and the traumas. I mean, it takes somebody that's been through it to understand it. So, that's why I definitely could help people in this realm of healing because of the things that I have experienced and I have actually gone through. And it's like, you can tell somebody that something's going to happen and they're like, you're crazy. Okay, well, I'm psychic. How the fuck does that make me crazy when there's actually people that are on TV that get, you know what I'm saying, they get paid hella money for this shit? What do you mean I'm crazy? Now I got to be the crazy one because what? I don't live in a big perfect home. I don't have a perfect car and all these things. I don't have the perfect words to say to you to make you understand, or hell, I'm not always going to talk so-called perfectly. I will not. It's just something that won't happen. It can't happen. I'm just saying that there's times where I want to express myself because I'll be like, fucking son of a bitch, that shit happened. Like, that shit was scary. That shit really happened, and that shit really fucked up my life. And shit, the fuck, I had to be a fucking accountable. I had to save myself at the end of the fucking day. So it's just like, yeah, shit, is the frustration that's expressed through fucking words is nothing in comparison to the actual experience. Until motherfuckers start experiencing this shit, they gonna be like, they not gonna understand it. It don't matter. It don't matter. So what the fuck ever. Like they said, you want to communicate and talk to people that have had the same experiences. So it's like, why don't they understand it just as that? Why don't they understand it as to, oh, these are conspiracy theorists, which that's something that the CIA came up with in order to be dismissive and call people crazy, right? Confirmation. You can look this up on YouTube. It's been proven. They did this, and they're finally actually admitting it. They have no fucking choice at this point. So, they come up with this conspiracy theory shit in order to be dismissive to somebody. It's pretty much experiencing their feeling and their whole being, right? And a lot of people that are sensitive will take that and just, some people crumple, and other people just be like, oh, well, fuck you, and it takes time, it takes healing, it takes experiment. They do experiment on motherfuckers. That's how they got the fucking psychic soldiers and shit. I seen a commercial on this woman. She was saying that she had astral projected to some military force base or something, and they had a psychic impact their soldier, and he literally kicked her astral ass, out of there, and asked her where she came from and followed her. And this just like Jumpers, the movie Jumpers, they can do this shit. And it's just one being versus another being. And the experience that they got. That's it. And motherfuckers is getting more in tune to what's going on, and so they want to know. Okay, well, let me go to this area, and you better call on your archangels or something. You know what I'm saying? This has to be a practice, like, just strictly to yourself at first. Like, it takes experience, and I haven't even done it my fucking self, not willingly done it. I said, let me see. What I'm trying to say is, I haven't gone, let me go to this military base. I know they fuck around, they doing some shit I want to see. I ain't did that shit. Okay. Only time I know that I'm traveling and it's by my spirit guides, and it's because it's just what they protect me, they guide me. That's just it. I don't go say, oh, well, let me go. I did one time, and that was earlier this year. After I got off the phone with my baby daddy, and this nigga was lying, and bro, I knew it. It's funny, crazy, stupid, retarded. But anyways, and that's why I don't even like doing it. And then God will fucking show me sometimes. God will be like, look. And I'm like, man, look, I don't even want to see this. I don't want to see. Please don't show me. But God showed you certain things for a reason. God know I don't use my gift like that. So, what I'm saying? It comes along with the job. I'm going to probably get more into detail and all that stuff. But the Army, the military, the Space Force, and Air Force, and all that shit, the Navy SEALs, all them motherfuckers been doing this shit. They've been doing it. Nose edge confirmation. They've been doing it. But they want to call us crazy for it. They want to ridicule us for it. They fuck up our lives, and they have the government agencies fuck up our lives, and they do it on fucking purpose, knowing that they're doing it. So that's why I say, these motherfuckers gotta be held accountable. I'm tired of they motherfucking shit. Oh my goodness, I'm so tired of this shit. Like, I can't tell you. But they got their karma coming, so God gonna take care of their ass.
Julia, why don't we schedule a formal session? I don't usually treat adults, but since we have history, you can come in here, describe the things you're going through, and we'll try to figure out if it really is a reoccurrence of night terrors or if it's something else.
That's what his mouth say. Experiments. He ready to experiment on her ass. Where is she going? Somewhere in the She got a long ass neck.
Oh, you scared the hell out of me.
Sorry.
She's painting to relieve stress. Oh no, it's not her. It's one dude's friends.
I don't know, Terry. Same thing that goes through everybody's mind right before they kill themselves. That they hate their life. Better off dead than alive. Blah, blah, blah.
I wonder what it's like to get to that place.
What? Look, Terry, stop picking it. It's never gonna heal, okay?
It's not healing anyway, you know, I might as well get some satisfaction. I think it's getting worse. I'll get some satisfaction. I think it's getting worse.
Maybe it's cancer.
You know, there's something seriously
Demented wrong with that boy. He's just being expressive, but he is have a dark sense of humor. Wonder what his birth time was for the movie. But anyways, he has the same mark like old boy had in his hand. He was picking at it. So pretty much they marked them, tagged them, and then come and snatched them.
did about you. Do you know that?
You know, maybe I should have gone to law school.
Like I said, demented.
Look, I'm gonna go out, try to detox for a little bit. You gonna be all right by yourself?
Yeah.
Sure?
Yep.
Okay. Bye.
Oh Lord. She's going into a dark ass place. She's going into a dark ass place. Bitch, run.
Lousy. Still on chapter 4 of Cowley.
So they almost snatched her ass going up in there in that air vent. She almost got. Mm. Sitting on that woman's chest. Incubus. Or succubus. Fae. There's different types. There's good and there's bad, and there's good that can go bad. There's definitely bad that can go good. Amazing how we come back to this full circle of the incubus succubus shit. Ew. Did they just really show her Hajima? Oh, she got a bathing suit on. I'm like, my bad, YouTube. That's her mark on her ankle.